Start the clock.
Good evening, kids. Dr. Briton here with you. Time for some Doctor Who news. Now, a lot of people have been going, where's the filming locations at? Got some bad news for you. As far as I know, they're probably in the studio today because nobody found anything today. So, if they were out there in yet another classified location or on a military base, something like that, but more likely was studio filming. Nobody had anything today to even find out where they're at. There are rumors going around they are going to be out on location sometime in Cardiff this Wednesday, but like I said, I'll believe when I see it. Which leads us to a couple things. Let's go ahead and get started, and away we go. First off, happy birthday to Colin Baker. That's right, today Colin Baker turned 72, believe it or not. 72 years young, and he's one of the more controversial doctors out there because, oh man, if you go back and read the story about all the stuff that went on between him, the BBC, and whatnot, it's just it's a crazy twist-up mess. That's the best way I can describe it. Now, this popped up on the Mirror today. Now, like I said, I don't have anything that confirms this, but I said, be a little skeptical on this. But yeah, this is the Mirror. Doctor Who to fight tallest ever Briton, who plays alien living in Loch Ness. Now, it says here that British former basketball ace Neil Fingleton, who is 7'7" tall, will play an underwater creature, the Fisher King. Now, keep in mind, they've been known to throw out fake stuff before, but like I said, I don't know if this is true or not. I haven't heard anything about it. Okay, Doctor Who's the Face's biggest real-life enemy, tallest man in Europe, and we already know his name. Apparently, he's going to play a creature called the Fisher King, a crashed alien that makes its home in Loch Ness. Now, wait a minute. Why is it Loch Ness seems to be attracting all these alien species, man? It's just weird. It's bad enough you got that Loch Ness monster running around in there, and you got a couple like different explanations from Doctor Who according to what that is. All right. And, of course, it goes on, blah, blah, blah. It says here, Neil, 34, from Durham, is the tallest British-born man who's appeared as a giant in Game of Thrones and in 47 Ronin with Keanu Reeves. Now, since his injury forced him to stop playing basketball in 2007, he's been carving out a career as an actor after spending 8 years in the United States. He says he enjoys towering over everyone else, explaining, I've never been self-conscious about my height. I'm more conscious of going fat and bald. I never let my height play a negative part in my life. The Doctor, of course, has met previously two creatures in the living in Loch Ness, which was the Scarrison in 75's Terror of the Zygons and the Borad in 1985's Time Lash. Hang on. Man, it's just been really screwed up weather. Hang on, I ain't drinking. How's that for reality TV? Okay, so once again, got to remember, in Terror of the Zygons, you had a Zygon ship that was supposedly crash landed and blah, blah, blah. And then the Scarrison lived in Loch Ness and that whole, that old chestnut. And then you had the Borad who, oh God, Time Lash, I don't even like to discuss. And to me, it just was not a good episode in any sense, way or shape or form. And, of course, we won't even go into that, the Morlocks and all that all that nonsense. So I leave it to you to judge because the Mirror can be iffy. So I'll leave it up to you. Okay, now get ready for this. Sorry, my throat's really dry today, man. Okay, now according to this, Jemma, Redgrave, and Ingrid Oliver are going to be in that new Big Finish thing, which is going to be Extinction. Hang on a second. Okay, news just in from Unit, blah, blah, blah. Its top operatives, Kate Lethbridge-Stewart and Osgood, are teaming up with Big Finish Productions. It's a first for the company. It's been making Doctor Who drama since 1999. So we feel privileged to work within the universe of the new series, Doctor Who, for the first time, said David Richardson, and we're thrilled that Jemma and Ingrid are on board. Until now, Big Finish has mined the Time Lord's back catalog very successfully with a roster of old Doctors. We're talking they go Tom Baker all the way up to Paul McGann. And, okay, they released the CDs and, downloads. I can't praise Big Finish enough. I don't want to make it sound like I'm blowing them off. I love Big Finish, Big Finish Productions. Their stories and all that are fantastic. Not to mention, this past weekend I interviewed Chase Masterson, who does the voice of one of their, well, let's see, on her own spinoff, she's Vienna Salvatore, a bounty hunter. It takes place, her whole story takes place in the Doctor universe, supposedly, or the Big Finish Doctor universe. And then, of course, she's also in Survivors and all that. But really great stuff there. Okay, now listen to this. This is where it gets weird. Jemma, Redgrave, and Ingrid Oliver are staples of the current TV series. As Chief Scientific Officer Kate Stewart and Scientist Osgood, they're the modern face of the unit. The Time Lord's Earthbound allies have been part of the Doctor Who lore since way back in '68, originally under the stewardship of Brigadier Lethbridge Stewart. Now, BF executive producer Jason Hay Ellery speaks from the heart. He says, having worked with the greatly missed Nicholas Courtney and his magnificent portrayal of the Brigadier since the early days of Big Finish, it's wonderful to see the returning unit under the Briggs daughter, Kate. Now, notice how they keep saying Osgood. Kate and Osgood were last seen on screen in 2014's finale. And, of course, one of the big mysteries remains unanswered. How will Stephen Moffat reintroduce Osgood, who was cruelly vaporized by the Master Missy? Now, some people have been saying, well, wait a minute, aren't they spoiling things? The thing is, not necessarily. One of the big theories going around out there is, what if this is Osgood's sister she was referring to? But like I said, I don't see how that could happen, because if they pull a twin sister thing, that would just be downright cheesy. But here's the thing. Sorry, I'm just sighing, because here's a character that could have stayed dead, frankly, honestly. And yet they're going to drag this character back out for another viewing. But that's my opinion. I'm still going to go listen to this because it's a Big Finish. But I leave it up to you to decide, have they spoiled it here with the constant use of saying she's being referred to as Osgood. Not Osgood Zygon clone. Well, like I said, we'll find that out in Series 9. Okay, preview of the 10th Doctor, number 11. And let's see, here we go. If you want to check this out, you can take a good look right here. They got some of the panels for you. You can click on that, take a quick look, bring them up to full size. Even read the first couple pages there if you want, give you a little, preview of what you're going to be getting. And here it is. And of course, that will be released on June 10th. So this, coming Wednesday. Okay, over on Consterberus, last Christmas guest, Faye Marsay wants a Shona return. Okay, she said this, quote, I would absolutely love to go back into Doctor Who because everyone on it, down to the person who cleans the trailer, is lovely. She then continued, it's a universally appealing show. I had a great time on it. I just got to play myself, basically, which was quite nice. And if they asked me to come back, I would do it in a heartbeat. But if they don't, I'm lucky to have done it in the first place. And Peter Capaldi, I totally fancy. I would snog his face. Okay. So, she'd love to do a return if she can. A lot of people were jumping up and down saying they wish Shona had been the new companion and whatnot. There was even fan theories saying that she was originally going to be the new companion. None of that was confirmed. That's all rumor. But, it was a fun character, but come on. A lot of characters that could appear on Doctor Who are fun, and they're one-offs, and they're fine with that. But, I don't know. I wouldn't mind seeing her come back, but I wouldn't say, jump up and down the aisles about it. Okay. Let's scroll down here because this is something I know some friends of mine are excited about. This is a 9th Doctor number 2 preview. If you want to check it out. Okay, this will be out Wednesday the 17th of June. If you want to take a look, here's some of the preview covers. And, of course, they got a couple of the opening pages. So keep that in mind. It comes out the 17th of June, next Wednesday. Not this coming Wednesday, but next Wednesday. So keep your eye out for that. And lastly for today, 4 Doctors trailer has been released, and it's a nice little motion comic style type of deal. If you want to go watch it. I was sitting here watching it earlier. Very exciting, very interesting. Okay, keep in mind, this weekly event running through August and September this year, in the place of the ongoing series, features all 3 Doctors from Titan's regular ongoings, as well as the Puma Doctor from Era of the Zygons. And it's the thrilling next chapter in Titan Comics' bombastic Doctor Publishing saga. Now, the first issue will see release on Wednesday, August 12th. It's supported by the Global Doctor Comics Day on Saturday, August 15th. Now, sorry, I'm just dried up today. Now, the 4 Doctors follow straight on from issue 15, conclusions of year 1, with the second years of the 10th, 11th, and blah, 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 all going after that. So, it looks like this could be an interesting thing. Yeah, 4 Doctors, 3 companions, 1 action-packed mystery. So, if you're into comics, be sure to go take a look at this little trailer. It's not even a minute long, and I thought it was pretty entertaining. Like I said, I'm not a big comic book guy. It's not my thing. I don't really do it. But I know a lot of people out there really fancy the comics. I say, hey, go for it, man. If you like it, do it. All right? As long as you aren't going to hurt yourself or others, hey, go have a great time. All right. So this weekend, the Omega Files. What happened was, the reason why I decided to do this, because, okay, now the subject, as we brought up, is going to be Avengers 1 and 2. And the reason being is because all I heard about is 2 is so much better than 1. 1 is so much better than 2. Blah, 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 blah. So I said, screw it. I want to get a bunch of people together in one room, and we're going to sit down and still decide for ourselves. Do you think one was better than the other? Do you think they're equally fabulous? Find out. Okay, we'll have a little talk about it. Now, the following week, I'm going to leave as a surprise. I'll announce it at the end of this week. So, well, guys, until next time, I'm out of here. Have a good one. See you on the flip side. Dr. Briton.